Hello. Welcome to another episode of Cousins at the Cookout.
We are back once again.
Hold on, let me fix this little hair right here.
Go ahead, fix that hair, cousin.
Here we go. We are back again.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to the cookout and family going to judge you. I'm going to judge you regardless. But you know, we could still, we could be a little extra cute. Sure can.
Do it.
What are you bringing?
What am I bringing? I was going to bring trauma.
Now that we're adults and we're sitting at the adult table now, you see all, oh my God, it's crazy, like, getting older and you see it.
Yo, nothing's crazier than getting older and realizing, to me, it's like, wow, at this age, my mom at this age was thinking like I'm thinking now.
What do you mean?
And which means she probably was fucked up.
Oh, yeah. Like,
it's fun, like, realizing, like, what being an adult is. And it's not what I thought it was as a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, okay, so things must have not been great, or things could have been tough for them.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? That's why sometimes you gotta forgive your parents and shit, because once you get into their shoes, or not their shoes, or at their age, and you're like, you know what, you don't have everything figured out right now. You
really don't.
So maybe you should forgive them for certain things.
I mean, but you know, they had better pensions, and you know, that the money was different.
Maybe.
You know?
Depending on who you are.
Yeah, it truly depends. I will say that my mom did really good about like having money everywhere. I will say that I did get that from her. Except like now I'm just like investing in stocks because I don't want to work any hard and laborious job at 45. No. I don't care about working in terms of like computer, showing up, making sure everything's good. But in terms of like being in a physical labor shop, like I'm not going to be a 45-year-old server.
The body get tired.
No. And that's not talking, you know, smack about anybody who's a 45-year-old server. I'm just saying it's not for me. It's just like not for me.
If I could mentally do it, I'll be fine with it. But I don't know. I'm already at my might turn into a serial killer phase. So outside of trauma and chips.
So if you see a specific amount of people go missing, a specific traits in New York City,
he's just tired of his job. Someone go check on.
Oh my gosh!
Go ask him what's in the back room.
The freezer, the second freezer, not the first one. But what am I bringing? I am bringing.
I already got trauma and chips. You can't bring those.
Bringing trauma and chips. I wasn't gonna bring trauma and chips. I'm bringing. Oh, Jesus. Like, is there anything present? I'm bringing great aspirations for the future. Yeah, future aspirations, and you said chips.
It's a positive auntie at the cookout.
I'm trying. I'm finding it. Yeah, I'm bringing aspirations because I'm gonna be the rich auntie.
Yes,
1000%. And the cool auntie that pops up and they're like, oh my God, she's like this and that. She had no kids, and be like, yeah,
she was so happy and young. Mom, why don't you look like that?
I'm like, wow, I just came back from South Africa.
Already start planning my trip to Paris.
Right, I'm bringing travel stories. Hello.
Souvenirs.
You want souvenirs? Oh my gosh, here, I got this for you. Oh, and here is a special bottle of wine I got from you know what I mean? Like, from France, from Paris. I had it on the Eiffel Tower. Okay, I'm done. So I'm bringing that, and you know what? I'm bringing wine from Greece. There we go.
Yes. Bring us
nice little Gewürztraminer out there. No, we gotta have this. We gonna have this. I have a bottle at home. Oh, I gotta save it for special. Save it for special. But this
We're drinking in this time.
Oh my gosh, it is so refreshing. A French guy put me on to a specific one. But this one, the grapes are actually from Greece. The Gewürztraminer, which they said it's Italian grapes. So I was like, oh, okay, sounds like German grapes. But it's Italian grapes, but they also have the same grapes in Alsace, which is the borderline of like France and Germany. And it was phenomenal. But at another bar, it was Gewürztraminer, but it's from France. So it raised the price because it's from France instead of from Greece.
Okay.
So basically imported. Okay. But when I found it at a liquor store, like not too far in Mykonos, When I tell you I was so happy, because at the restaurant we paid like 36 euros, but like at this liquor store we paid like 17 euros. So I got 2 bottles. We got one for the house so we can all drink, and then I took one home. It's fire. I love it. It's delicious. Get you a Gewürztraminer. Not all of them taste the same. This one's like a little off dry, has a tiny bit of sweetness. Not really, but crisp. So that's what I'm bringing.
Oh, right.
I love it so much.
Crack that open. So I know I said I'm bringing Trauma to the cookout.
Let's go!
But do you know who just brought Trauma to a song and released it?
It's giving
our cousin. She doesn't know right now, but she's our cousin.
She's our cousin. No,
She know in her heart. Miss Megan the Stallion.
Meg the Stallion.
New song, Cobra. Yo.
It's on repeat.
Yo.
The video is on repeat, actually.
You want to tell me what it is, too? I love it because, you know, her body, her image is her body. And she put out all these, like, this imagery beforehand. Like, I seen that one picture, had me fucking sweat.
With her, like...
My neck's still hot and warm. And so we assume that we're going to get, like, you know, like this scandalous sexual song or whatever. And she, like... to me, flip mode it a little bit. Like, she gave us that imagery, but now she gave us a story on her trauma, which I really loved it. Because I was watching that first, I ain't already, going live, I was already ready to shake some ass. I already stood up. I was like,
yo, you got
I was like, all right, here we go. Got my knees bent.
I feel you.
And then...
hand on my knees or saying my hands. Yeah, like
let's get this done. And then, soon as she started off right into everything should be going on, I had to sit down. I was like, damn, I wasn't ready for this.
That was
but
deep.
It was refreshing. It was deep, and it was a lot.
She still give us bars too.
It still gives bars. She always gonna give bars. That's like
hands down.
But wow, you know the things she went through.
Yeah.
I was like, that sucks.
And she's like, what? She's 26 or something. Like,
she's in her 20s, like her mid to late 20s. Like that's a lot to go through.
That's a lot. Like I couldn't even imagine, like, because you know the hip hop community, rap community is like male dominated, and it's the most misogynistic of the misogynists. So it's like that in like corporate America, but it's like being in the vast ocean of misogyny, and to have to take down one of their heroes, one of their boys. And to still have to work in that community is crazy. And I cannot even think about what she had to go through. Especially now her and her label like amicably broke up. And they're probably telling her like, oh, get in the good graces and do a collab with this rapper.
Well, no, because this was cause I think that was her. Because you remember she had the issue that management, her label before, because she was on her way working out with them. But she got management. I hope the management with her and Jay-Z is still the same. Because, I don't know, it'd be great to have that support. But she's doing everything independent now, which you gotta love that.
I love that for her.
First of all, that video looked mad expensive.
So good.
So I'm glad to see that she get a good turnout. People talking about it a lot. She getting a lot of views because, you know, she really deserved it. She worked hard for that. Yeah.
And like people said, for her to rap about just being depression and like, you know, wanting to off herself, it was really powerful because she was, even when she said like she wanted to kill herself, but like people would die to be her, I was like, yeah, I was like, damn, right? It really goes to like you really
having a little money is not always just
it's not
the cure to everything. So
yeah, especially when she thought a lot of people were her friends. What she's saying, you praying for my downfall, when she was talking to the snake. And then she was rapping about, oh, but everybody getting paid, right? And the snake kind of backed up, like, you know? Yeah. I was like, that's good. Yeah. Especially because I like the symbolism of the cobra, because a lot of people think, like, snakes are supposed to be, like, bad. They're like, oh, I got a lot of snakes in my garden and stuff. But
they're very really conniving, very sneaky. They right. They bite you when you're least expecting. Yeah. But it's also like a symbolism of like power and healing. Like even like Imhotep and like the medical field, it has like snakes. There was a lot of symbolism back in the day for snakes because snakes, you know, are healing. Like they're healers, you know. So yeah, I mean it could be both, but for the most part, the original meaning of snakes was power, healing type stuff. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, I felt that. I was like, "Ooh, this is deep." We're gonna keep that on replay too.
Yeah, we want to make sure she gets her coins in all avenues.
But to me, it's also a story of you know you got to be careful who's in your circle. You really do, and I think they took advantage of her, and it was easy to take advantage of her because she doesn't have the support from her parents who are no longer with her.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could to me probably longing to have that type of relationship with someone, like that love relationship, people you could trust and things like that. So she was maybe even not actively looking for it, but subconsciously looking for it, and then those fucking snakes slithered in. Or sometimes people can become snakes.
They can become snakes. That's true.
I'm pretty sure there's people that she was rocking with before she became like her friend or whatever.
Yeah.
Before she became like big, who fame and money changed them. And that's, I don't know, it's sad, it's tragic.
Yeah, so it's really hard to like lose people that you were really close with. In terms of like, they're still alive, but you're just like, wow, I can't confide in. Yeah, you're dead to me, and it's like you can't confide in them like you wanted to, and I can't understand it, and I hope to never understand it. Yeah. I just hope that everybody stays the same when the cousins in the cookout blow up. But get your t-shirt, get your apron and your spatula. But yeah, I think another moment in the visuals was when people were taking pictures of her when she was saying like nobody knows what she's going through when in her healing, and she was like literally tearing off the old skin, and they were like taking pictures. Yeah. And even in the Horde of Snakes, people were still like taking pictures in the Horde of Snakes when she was in, I think, the all black outfit. Like, it's so good, and I hope that she does more things like that. And she even gave us a little contemporary heels class as well. Oh, it was beautiful. I hope this was like also freeing for her too. I hope this was kind of like, get things off your chest. Like you get things off your chest and you feel a lot better now because you finally said what you needed to say. I hope she gets that from this single. Especially because it's like the way that people are still mad at her for what happened to her. It's like people are mad at you for somebody taking out aggression. Remember, they don't even believe her. They don't even believe her, but it's like she got shot, so and she didn't shoot herself. So what's going on? What's happening? I think that people also underestimate how many arteries and critical parts we have in our body. When she got shot in the foot, if it was a little bit more towards like an artery, she could have bled out and died. Yeah, I think that's another thing people thought was comical too, because people get shot and you think, oh my god, she's shot in the chest, shot in the head. Yeah, that's true. You think of all these like go-to vital locations on the body, but there's so many other locations on your body where if you get shot or damaged from, that's it. Right, like did you even know there's like an artery right here that you can get cut up? Yeah, and you can die and bleed out right under your armpit. It could have been a lot worse, and even though you might not think it's as serious because it wasn't a headshot. Imagine just getting shot in general, like or the fear. Have you heard a gunshot before, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm from East New York. I'm about to say, you had the earmuffs on? No fireworks or gunshots. Hey! Just hearing the gunshot is kind of scary, especially in close proximity. Hear a gunshot near you, watch you be like, oh my god, what's that? I did hear one near me. And you're like, it takes you back, it brings the fear out of you. So think about having that in your ear. In your ear, and that bullet hits you. Right. Think about the fear of just worrying about your life. So it's like, that's a scary situation. It may not be scary for you, but you have to at least acknowledge that it will be scary for someone to get shot. And what if it hit in the wrong part in the car and everybody blown up? Like, I don't know. That one may be a little dramatic, but definitely the artery is just like, why is it that, they just like, oh, she's just trying to send a black man to prison, all that stuff. And the case wasn't even just Megan. She was just like, the highlight of the case. The case still had like other things that he did prior. So that's why I'm still like, everybody's dogging on her. Like he had a record. Like I think his record was before. I mean I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But I think his record before was like firearm possession or some shit. So he shouldn't have even had a firearm in the first place. So his track record tells right then that something's not right with him, or he's maybe a slightly dangerous individual. I just hope that I pray for her healing, and I hope that she continues to be awesome, because she even got like invited with the presidents and stuff like that. I think that a lot of people that was around her before, because she is a gorgeous woman who is very talented, but I think a lot of people just used her as a prop because I even know someone where I've seen people just because he's gorgeous and he's really nice, and I've seen people just use him even for photos, like they just want to be near him.
Yeah,
and he don't even have Megan status. So imagine if he had Megan status. When you're gorgeous and you're nice, people are just like, oh, I'm gonna use you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use you. They don't think it sometimes, but even being in close proximity with Meg gives them a status.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, Meg's cool with Kylie.
Yeah,
you know, it's just like it's or Kylie's like, oh, I want to see what's cool about her stuff, you know. And then,
or people try to get close to the friend to get close to her.
Yo, I've seen it.
So
I've been the friend that people try to get close to get to know the other person, and I peep that shit. Like, you're not gonna. I see it.
Yeah.
And
then if you're a good friend, you know how to navigate with that. But if you're not a bad friend, especially someone who's jealous or who's going to try to also use that little bit of their friend's attraction to gain some type of notoriety for them. And I think that's what happened with Megan.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't want to say nothing bad about it because I didn't follow it 100%.
And we don't know the in and out, obviously.
We don't know the in and out. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than what we know. But looking from the outside, from what was given to us, displayed to us, and told to us, that's what's kind of given. And it sucks. But like I always say, you know, she's Megan is still young, still alive, still successful. So hopefully, you know, that was just like a very just painful lesson that she can bounce back from.
Yeah.
Get a better circle of friends. Probably better business practices.
Better business practices.
And just a better team. Like, she's gonna have to change it up. To me, you sometimes you can't. It's nice to bring up everybody with you, but sometimes you can't do that.
You can't.
Sometimes
you know.
can't. You gotta know. Sometimes people are there because they need to be there. Your come up shouldn't always be someone else's come up too. You got to kind of look at the factors, look at the pros and cons, look at people move, and then
definitely how people move.
Yeah, determine from then. Because I might get shot in the foot for nobody. If I get shot in the foot, I'm done.
And then my friend make a diss track on me. It's like,
because especially in the case too. Because people just like, I think the friend shot her. I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, if the friend do shot her, and allegedly shot her, and Megan is decided to lie and say that Tori shot her instead to save her friend, isn't that still a bomb ass thing to do as a friend? Like, you shot me, but we have history again. I love you like a sister. We're gonna blame it on this guy. That'd be fucked up, but wouldn't that be such a good thing for a friend to do for you?
Yeah. Especially he already had a case. I'm just saying.
So to me, I was like, she could have took that route if she wanted to, especially since it was all up in the eyes and people don't know who. Cause I think at one time too, I'm not sure what tabloid, it could have been all wrong, cause you know how YouTube is, was saying that the friend had like gun residue in her hand or some shit like that too. So it could have went anywhere. But she didn't decide to switch her story, which made me believe that she was telling the truth. I was like, she stick to it from day one, like, Tori shot me. Tori shot me. There was no change in her stories. So,
I mean, if she did take it for a friend, and her friend is still mad that she slept with a man that she wanted to sleep with. Because women will throw a lot away for a man.
No matter how small he is.
You know what? I'm not even like a
height wise.
I'm not even an ableist like that. I'm sorry. I'm short as hell. Me and him probably eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. What? It's the stigmatized. He probably.
Oh.
There has to be.
That's all you think?
That's all it is. No, because women would do shit for less, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, let's just be honest. But back to focus on Meg being amazing. I'm hyped about the visuals. She even did I think Demi pointed out to me, he was like, oh, when she came out the snake mouth, it's like Orochimaru from Naruto.
I thought about I didn't think about it first hand. When I was rewatching it like 56, 7th, 10th time, she'll come out and I was like, something about this seems familiar. And I was sitting there for a second, all of a sudden, it's like, Orochimaru. I was like, oh my god, is this a symbolism for Orochimaru? Becoming like a new person when he does his, that whatever jitsu that was, that crazy ass shit. You remember when
Voldemort shit?
Remember when he was fighting, the Hokage, and he took off the mask. You saw that woman face.
That was weird.
I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like, he's a woman, it's a man. They never answered that what he is, by the way. But
he's a person. He's a person.
I was like, wow, but yeah. And then when she started shredding her, then when I continued watching the video after Richard Mara in my head, I saw her like taking the mask thing off, and that's why I thought about him on top of the house fighting the Hokage when he went like this and had the face of a woman, that new woman. I was like, oh, I wonder if she's doing that because she is a anime fan, if y'all didn't know, Meg the Stallion.
In case you couldn't guess by all her other posts.
Right, and she says she really liked Naruto, and she actually says some in some of her songs, so she'll drop a reference to anime, kind of like Hot Girls in the Hood. Remember that?
I don't think I remember that one.
Okay, what she said in that song? Puts like a fox or something like that, looking for a Sasuke.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
sounds about right.
She'll drop anime references a good bit of time. So that being said, we're wishing the best for Miss Meg the Stallion.
Wishing her the best. Keep being amazing. Keep being awesome.
Yeah. Watch out for your circle.
Yeah. Anybody else? This is for everybody because it don't have to be. You don't have to be on Megan level.
No.
You just gotta be. You just gotta be him, or you just gotta be her. Like you gotta be that person.
You just gotta be You gotta be somebody that someone else could get something from.
Yeah. You gotta be a very resourceful, confident, and kind. I think kind is very important as to how people weasel their way into manipulate you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've people try to use me too. I've had moments. Have you?
I don't think so, actually. I don't talk to people like that.
Yeah, I talk to two.
I talk to like 3 people.
I'm one of them.
You know that one phone, those kids' phone where you can only dial 6 numbers? I'll do fine with that.
What?
I'll be actually. What phone is this? I don't need all 6 numbers. You can take 3 of these. I just need like 3 numbers tops.
Okay. Well, yeah, people.
You don't have to worry about nobody backstabbing you if you don't got nobody at your back.
That's a fact. Yeah, because there's 3 people. They're all on the side.
I'm like,
yeah, right here.
But nah, I don't think so. If I did, I didn't notice it, and it was really, really too clever. Or I just didn't care.
You probably just didn't care.
Yeah.
If I'm being 100%.
Yeah. Because
some people, I've seen people try to get close to me to talk to him, and I'm just like,
me?
Yes, and I'm just like, I was like, yeah, this person. And when it finally, I watch people, and then I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Who is it?
Yo, you get on my fucking nerves.
Who is it?
I've been told
episode, Dragon Ball Z.
Shut up. Oh my god. But I keep it, and whenever it happens to somebody, I'll be letting them know.
Yo, watch out.
Remember, I just like, yeah, this person. I can feel when you're talking to me to get to somebody else.
Oh my gosh, yeah, right.
I can feel when you're talking to me for resources. Yeah. I can tell. I'm very resourceful. I can tell when you're talking to me for resources, and I will not do it. I'll find a way around it, and I will not do it because I'm.
Or I'm gonna let you know I know what you're doing, and I'm gonna make a profit.
One of the two. That's true.
I know you want to talk to so and so, and I want tickets to so and so.
That's a fact.
We're gonna meet in the middle.
So what are we doing? Because I see you.
Use me, I'll use you.
Let's make this a mutual relationship. We're not just taking and taking.
Right?
Give and take.
I take and take at work, not off the clock.
Not off the clock. There's a lot of real estate here. I'm dead. Okay. But y'all, thank you for watching. Grab you a plate of trauma and chips and rich auntie energy and wine.
And go listen to Cobra by Meg the Stallion if you haven't. And if you have, listen to it again. And play that video again. Again. Yeah, put the shit on repeat, bitch.
Repeat. What's wrong with you?
Go to the gym and put that shit on repeat.
Go to the gym. Make it work out.
Right?
Because look at her.
Do that dance where she put the leg.
Oh, with that leg up. And I was like, She was looking at her. She was like,
no cramps from nothing.
She was like, this is me looking like this thing with my body, my leg. Meg was looking good at some feet. Okay. She was looking good, mama.